Oh, no, it's good. Called him a leader. His football character. These are words he used to describe Will Campbell.
And it's also like if you ask Mike Vrabel to talk about himself, I feel like he'd say the same thing.
Right.
And think about it where Will Campbell just turned 21 years old. I love that question about Morgan Moses. Cool. So your best leader in the O-line room is 34. Doug Marone's been coaching football since 1986. Jason Hoot-Tangley, I think he's been coaching high-level football since 2007. Right. And then Robert Kugler is around the same time, and I think he's been in the NFL since like 2021. I could be a little off. It's a lot of experience around a guy that's really good and only 21 years old. Like, again, man, this is like from the beginning. They hired Mike Vrabel. When they put this staff together, they got the best offensive coordinator out there on the market. They just got the best offensive lineman in the draft. They have a very good franchise quarterback. They've checked every box every step of the way.
I'd agree with all of that. But the one thing that I think we're kind of overlooking here is at a certain point there are things you just can't teach and you can't overcome, and that
they have to get a left tackle eventually.
Right.
1,000%. He's a left guard.
And I don't love the process of kicking the can down the road. And I think they've done it and they continue to do it. And here they can say, like, we got our left tackle.
Did they get any calls? Did they get any calls for someone to move up to 4?
He said they did not.
Okay. So then they go Armand Membou at 4. What would you feel about that?
Right. So I've been pretty adamant about the fact that Josh Simmons would have been my guy no matter what.
But he has a torn patella. So with torn patellar.
Yeah, Will Campbell has little itty-bitty arms. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said earlier, you're betting on a guy to be one of one, where you could just bet on another guy to come over an injury, which happens every year. It happens all the time, right? Injuries, especially patellar, ACL, Achilles, they're not what they used to be. It's going to take him some time. He might not be ready for training camp. You know, you might have to wait till halfway through his rookie season. But if you're looking for a ceiling, a guy who can be a 10, 12-year left tackle, that's Josh Simmons to me.
Yes, and I just think for them to get this thing off the ground, they went floor.
And I get that.
They went safe. They just went with like the sure thing, and that's what he is.
I think I would have understood it a little bit better if it wasn't another instance of kicking the can down the road.
You know what would have been fantastic? Ronnie Stanley hits the open market. I'm mind-boggled he didn't do that. I can't believe his agent didn't let him get the highest money possible. Hits the open market. Patriots throw the bag. They overpay for him. He's a left tackle. And they still, I think, would have went Will Campbell at 4, actually. If they couldn't trade back. Right. I'm just like, but like, okay, that would have been good. Morgan Moses, Ronnie Stanley, Will Campbell, Garrett Bradbury, Mike Onwenu. Who knows what Caden Wallace becomes? Actually, he was just injured last year.
Yeah, and the way I look at it you have two guys in Cole Strange and Layden Robinson who at the very least can be serviceable at left guard. And if one of them takes a step up, and you can kind of trust them to be a little bit more of an anchor on the inside, then you can trust that Will Campbell, it takes the pressure off him a little bit. So that's another aspect to this where if you had a stud left guard, it would make this pill a little bit easier to swallow. Now you've got 2 questions on the left side still. You didn't answer any questions. Eventually you will. He might just slide in, and then that's your answer there, but you haven't answered it quite yet.
I feel like it's Layden Robinson at left guard. Really good run blocker, but his pass pro has a long way to go. But that's what he was. What is he, a 4th?
4th round pick, and you know Cole Strange, 1st round pick 3 years ago. He just can't stay on the field.
He's unreliable.
So it doesn't matter.
They don't depend on they feel like they cannot depend on him at one Patriot place, and it's only injuries. It's nothing else. He works hard, plays hard.
He might even compete for that center spot. Like Bradbury or Strange, I think fit more at center because you want those 2 big old dudes at guard. Mike Onwenu, Layden Robinson. Add a little bit of size so you can make up for the fact that Will Campbell is on the smaller side.
Listen, guys, in the end, you can only take what college football's given you. Right. I brought up Joe Alt to start the show. There's no Joe Alt in this draft. Will Campbell, and we keep going back to this word, George, was the safest pick here.